Sup everyone, Darkscreen217 here, and I'm going to start a new discussion series which I'm hoping it would encourage something that I always love to do. And that's hearing the thoughts from my viewers, whether it be in comments or video responses, as long as you can participate in any form. People who have watched my older videos, I used to ask questions all the time. I even did a video a long time ago asking about the popularity of Lucky Star, and I got endless amounts of feedback for it, and I actually wish I hadn't taken that video down, but I actually really did enjoy the video, and I got some thoughtful responses from that. So I'm hoping I can bring back that old spark, because of any of the sparks I want to bring back, it's the one where I encourage people to participate in discussions and stuff, because, you know, that's what I like to do. It's a working title, but I'm going to stick with DS discussions for the moment, in case I want to branch out making other discussion topics for other mediums like films and video games. But as always, let's just start with anime. So my question is, and you can provide almost an infinite number of answers for this one, is what do you want to see in an anime / manga? What do you want in order for you to go, oh, this is awesome, I'm loving this, can't wait for the next episode or volume? Is it the story? How about the characters? Can they be something worth watching if there's not much of a plot to go for, like Lucky Star? What genres catch your fancy? Or maybe it's the art style that could be enough for you. Or does it have to be a certain combination? How many episodes of a show can you actually sit through and watch and be fully satisfied? Or how many chapters of a manga can you read and feel just as satisfied? Does it have to have fan service? Like I said, almost an infinite possibilities for answers. You could go on for paragraphs or minutes on end discussing what you want to see in an anime that will entice you. It could be even a particular story type or a particular character archetype that you can sit down and watch the show with. Hell, your answer could vary depending on what type of show you watch. As for me, I want my anime to have characters that I can like. I'm more of a character person. You know, whether they have a deep, complex dimensions, they're relatable in some fashion, or hell, they just seem so fun that you wish you could meet them and hang out with them in real life. I know I mentioned this series time and time and time again, and I swear I hope I get around to making that vlog, but yeah, you guessed it, Genshiken. I know I almost talk about this series in every little chance I get, but damn it, I love it so much. You know, almost all the characters, and since most of them are college-aged otakus, see, they're so grounded on realism, and almost all of them had moments where I saw the characters, saw what they did, and I go, hey, that's just like me. And if you were to watch this anime, if you're an anime fan like I am, then you would also have those moments. You would find something you can relate to these characters. Seriously, I know I've yet to make a detailed review of the series, but don't wait for me. I strongly recommend that you either pick up the manga or the anime. But I am a fan of other things when it comes to anime. Since I grew up with mostly watching 90s stuff, I've, got myself accustomed to a lot of sci-fi shows like the Tenchi franchise, another series I really like. Again, fun batch of characters. I do like the sci-fi elements, and I totally dig the soundtrack of both Tenchi Muyo and Tenchi Universe. That soundtrack is just really amazing. So it was a combination of those elements that kept me watching the show several times, actually. But fantasy also works just as well. Fan of Slayers. That's a fantasy series. Fantasy comedy. It's mostly a zany comedy series, but it had its moments of seriousness, especially if they get to the climax at the end of every season. So, what other anime do I like to see? Well, I am a comedy man. In fact, one of my favorite comedies it's Excel Saga, and I can actually watch more than 3 episodes at a time with that show. Most people I know who do watch the show, watch the anime, They can only watch 1 or 2 episodes at a time and then take a break because it's just way too energetic. But me, I like to go the extra mile. I like my comedies to be a little energetic, zany. I also like it when they take certain non-diegetic elements and then make them diegetic. Look up the word diegetic so you can know what I'm talking about. So basically, I like my comedies to be similar to that of Monty Python or Mel Brooks film. Pani Pony Dash fits those elements too. Don't know if I could give a full recommendation of that anime yet. I don't know if I could give a high recommendation to Excel Saga. Even though I love the show, it's really not for everybody. Like I said, way too overly energetic. Can get to the points of being annoying. But for some reason, I was able to tolerate it very much. I'm not sure why. It's kind of weird. Lengthwise, I do prefer my anime to be about half-hour long per episode, with an ideal length of 26 episodes or less. Now, usually if you go the 12 or 13 episode route and if you have an abundance of characters, there's going to be a problem. They may not be developed enough, or they may not give a balanced amount of exposure for certain side characters and stuff. But if you can do it right, you can do it right, and I'll compliment you on that. But 26 is the ideal length because that's what a majority of anime used to be, around that length. They still do make those shows from time to time, just not very often. Oh, and about the 30-minute, 26-minute length per episode, I mean that too, because recently there's been the anime that came out this winter season keeps punching out 3-minute anime, which is kind of annoying. I mean, it's easy to watch, but I don't know. I'm pretty sure you could go longer with this. That's just me, though. I mean, 3 minutes, that's not even the length of a Robot Chicken episode. As for manga, I'm pretty much, it's almost the same, except when it comes to length, I might be a little more lenient because I have finished some manga series, like Welcome to the NHK and Owie House. I remember finishing them, I'm like, damn, wish I could go on just for a tad bit longer. I'm also currently reading Negima, which is a pretty long series. So, yeah. And I could go on and on about what I like to see in anime and manga, but I think I've been talking too much, and basically the purpose is to get you guys to start talking. What do you like to see in an anime? What kind of characters do you want to see? What kind of stories do you want to see? What kind, anything basically. Hell, you could just say, hey, I'll watch this anime if there's fan service and plenty of it in it. That would also be an acceptable answer. And if you do make a video response, I will plug it on both my Twitter and another video I will make. I will plug in. Hopefully you guys can check it out. It might be every other discussion vlog topic. I might start doing some plugging. But yeah. And that's all I got to say. Leave a comment or a video response. And with that, Darkscream217 signing out.